And ladies and gentlemen, he's an information technology practitioner with special interest in the field of IT management, technological innovation, and startups. Professional experiences in developer relations, developer community management, startup ecosystem development, project management, business analysis, so on and so forth. Has a natural ability to engage with large and diverse groups, effective communicator who has spoken to large audiences and has led teams in many occasions, and is a proactive individual who adapts well to a given environment. Currently focusing on developer relations, startup ecosystem development, APIs platform management, and technological solutions at Dialogue Asiata. Ladies and gentlemen, the man behind the game, I would say. Please welcome with a big round of applause, one and only, Shafraz Rahim.
Thanks, guys. I didn't pay for that. How are you all feeling now? Okay. When I was a Google Student Ambassador back in 2013, we used to do some activity like this. Can you all rise up? Can you all rise up? Can you all rise up, please? Rise up, rise up, rise up. Quickly, quickly, quickly. නැත්තම් නංගිලා මල්ලිලා ගෙදර යන්න පරක්කු වෙයි යා. නැගිටින් 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 නැගිටින්. ටග්ගල් 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 ටග්ගල. Google එකේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම වැඩක් කරනවා. හරිද? එයාලා මෙහෙම අත උඩට උස්සනවා. පරිසම් වෙන්න පොඩි කොට ටී-ෂර්ට් අරන් ඉන්න කට්ටිය පරිසමෙන්. හොඩ උඩ උස්සන්න උඩ උස්සන්න උඩ උස්සන්න. හොඳට උඩට උස්සන්න. ආන්න රයිට් ආන්න රයිට්. බස්සේ දැන් ඇරිලා නේද? වාඩි වෙමු. All right. Guys and girls, today my presentation will be something important. Something Dialogue was working on really hard. Our engineers at our labs were working really hard for these two projects. Today I'm to give you the access to this enormous opportunity for you all to try out. Think about a moment. Think about a moment. The surface that you are seated on now is connected to internet. What if your clothes, your shoes, your tie, your belt, your wallet is connected to internet? Internet was created by programmers, developers, people just like you and me. And that was something virtual. That virtual environment, now what we are trying to do is, we are trying to bring that down into everything that we touch, we feel, we grab, we hold. In every single touch point, we are going to bring it down. We call that as IoT, Internet of Things. Bringing down that virtual reality, the virtual environment which we created maybe in a server, we are trying to bring it down into our very own lives. I'm going to talk to you about the future of that today. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you back in time for 5 million years. That time, oops, වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ වගේ. Hold on. Cool. Let me take you back in time. In 5 million years, Australopithecus afarensis, who used stone tools. And then we figured out a way to make fire. And then we somehow figured out that we want to make tools. Then what we did was we figured out we want to create machines. From there onwards, we started off becoming evolved. to be honest, humans are a lazy bunch of animals. We always tend to figure out how to do things very easily, aren't we? Okay? So we tend to build our own mechanisms and to make it automated along the line. From 5 million years till now, we have IoT. We are trying to bring down IoT to make our lives very much simpler and easier. So during that time period, what we did was we evolved. Similar to that, we see that industries also like this evolved. So let's take agriculture for a moment. ඉස්සර ගොයියාලා කොහොමද මේ සීසන්න ගියේ? They used tools or maybe hands to do the things that they want to do, right? And what they did was they built tools. And then they went on building machinery. And now we are talking about things which are connected to internet. Now, see for an example, Goya in Anuradhapura, he has a drone flying over his crops connected to internet, which says, Goya, then velawa hari, season. What if you can do that? That's happening not only in Sri Lanka, other parts of the world as well. So that's how the agriculture is moving towards. Transportation. Isara kale, I still can remember, my parents were saying how much they enjoyed the moments, their rides in tri-shows. How many of you have used a tri-show, at least seen a tri-show? Tri-shows? Yeah. So a lot of people hasn't seen. Go and Google and see what a tri-show is. That's how we started. And then as I told you, people always want to make our lives very easy. So what we did was we came up with machinery, and then we became much more smarter, and we inbuilt some technologies into our driving mechanisms. And now we are talking about driverless cars. Driverless cars. Driverless cars which are connected to the internet. Bringing down that virtual environment into your very own environment. So that's transportation. Communication, that's our bread and butter. ඉස්සර මිනිස්සු ගල්වල කෙටුවා. Yes, ඉස්සර මිනිස්සු ගල්වල කෙටුවා. ගල්වල කොටලා එයාලා මොනවද කරේ? They started communicating. And then what we did was we went on putting up fires and saying, hey, look, I'm here. And we ran across far ways to communicate a message. From there on, Sallini Sandesha, Gira Sandesha, ema dannawane kattiya. Yeah? So in those Sandesha also what we do is we use birds to communicate. So on and so forth. Now we all, at least out of 5%, there's only at least 1% has a smartphone, aren't we? So even the communication track as well is now connected to internet, bringing down that virtual environment into our very own existence. Yes, even the logical things have evolved. කවුද පළවෙනි මැප් එක ගන්නේ? Not him, obviously. Yes, Ptolemy. Do the first line. Why? Because you know why? Did Ptolemy know how this thing has been, how all these countries has been going around? No, right? These are all logical thinking. Have we ever seen a longitude, a latitude line across the globe? We haven't seen, right? Yeah. So all these things were logical things. And from there onwards, what we did was from paper-based to we went on making computer-based. And from there onwards, what we did was we made it much more easier, and we overlaid such as traffic information to geographical information, etc., etc. And now we are talking about putting up information of embedded systems. Now we are talking about putting out your very own details into the internet. Aren't we talking about bringing that virtual environment to your very own existence? Aren't we talking about the future today? But the thing is, the problem with all this tracks that I spoke about are only verticalized. We talk about maps, we talk about transportation, we talk about agriculture, we talk about communication, etc., etc., etc. All are in their very own silos. කීයෙන් කී දෙනෙක් හොඳට Google එකෙන් කියපු keynote එක අහන් ඉරියද? Fantastic. So even them, now if you take Google Home, what they're trying to do is, hey Google, can you put a reminder in my calendar on the particular date, and can you inform my mother as well? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? We are trying to mix up our voice and our calendars, etc., etc., which are in different tracks, merging and bringing down to all together. But ladies and gentlemen, today I'm giving you an opportunity and inform you, what if we had a single mashup engine that connects every single thing which are IoT into one singular platform? It's my privilege to announce Dialog Smart Life platform, which is the open IoT platform that we are going to give you in beta version to every single developer who is here to try it out. Can we have a... அப்படியா காண நாங்கள வாலில கோ தென்ன dialog கேட தென்ன. Okay. So the first ever open IoT platform we are opening up for Sri Lankan developers, enterprises and consumers. Is it only Sri Lanka? Yes, it's only for now in Sri Lanka. Okay, so you might be interested, okay, now Shafraz mentioned about, thank you. Shafraz mentioned about a nice little platform called Smart Life. What can we do actually by using the platform? We are talking about 4 different verticals: connect, build, manage, and analyze. Connect every single device that you build. It can be Raspberry Pi, it can be your Arduino, it can be some custom-made device, can be actually connected to this particular platform. Are we only talking about devices? No, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about connecting platforms to this platform. We are talking about connecting logical things into this platform. You can connect anything and everything. And what you can do is, you can build by using these services as well. What you can do is, now say for an example, one of your friends, send කියන්නකෝ බලන්න Kamal ගාව තියෙන device එකක්. එයා ඉන්නේ අනුරාධපුරේ. If you want to access Kamal's device, what if he has connected this particular device into this platform and you have the ability to access it? We do provide that facility as well, and build some new services by using the platform. And you obviously have the capability to manage. And the most important part is the fourth vertical, which is the analyzing part. By using your data, you are able to analyze the data and get data. You torture data until it confessed. Okay, so these are the things that we do provide by using this platform. It's actually a very high-level architecture. මම දන්නවා ඔයාලට දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ architecture බලවල ඉන්න අවස්ථාවක් නැහැ. Please do keep in mind, we allow you to connect devices and sensors, logical things such as maps, or it can be your build data, etc., and platforms. So it can be a Jasper platform, it can be a Huawei platform. We are talking about any platform being connected to this open IoT platform. And that's the southbound layer. But on top of that, you can build your mashups as you like. Enterprise offerings, we have few enterprise offerings, such as you can build customer dashboard creation, service creation in one. This is pretty cool. How many of you really know how to code? At nangi mali, legend honne. Software developers, there are people who actually can't code. Okay. How many of you would like, if there's a way that you can just drag and drop and build a service in like no time? How many of you like that? Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's a that's a collision between the proper developers and the not so proper developers. Okay, cool. So we do provide that drag and drop capability as well. And if you like to go on hardcore, yes, we do provide that facility as well. So developer offerings, similar, but we have much more broader things to explore there as well. you can get, I'll tell you how to get hang of it in one of my later slides. So we do provide these facilities as well. Not only for enterprises, we do provide this facility for developers as well, where you can drag and drop and create stuff in no time. Consumer offerings, so people can onboard their devices, widget management, and report analytics, which is very important. Now, say for an example, you have a person who's living in America. That person been using one of the devices there, and that person comes back to Sri Lanka. That person wants to try out, as in, oh my God, I had a device. Can I connect it from a Sri Lankan platform? Yes, of course. Why not? Go to a Dialog Smart Life. You can connect it, and you can start using that service. Cool. So far, we have seen 3 software waves. Okay. So we have seen 3 software waves so far. First software waves, there were no softwares. Okay. AnyVac to UniVac to everything was completely based on what? Hardwares. We were worshipping hardwares by that time. Okay. So now we had a time like that. And then what we saw was mass industrialization of softwares. Hardware were there. Now hardware wanted software. So the software guys had to bow down and say, hey, look, mage software ganda. Okay, so they were worshipping the guys who were building software. You had the similar type of softwares, like in a mold, same type, customization, nothing at all, just the plain stuff. In the third software wave, we had the mass customization. Mass customization, you have the service. You have the service, but you can customize the icons, you can have your own themes and stuff, you can drag and drop, pretty cool, awesome stuff. But the same similar service. How many of us see this particular wave? We all actually see this particular wave. We are a victim of this particular wave. You take WhatsApp and Viber. Do you actually see a difference? Yeah? So we are talking about mass customization. Now we are coming to the 4th wave. If you were listening carefully to the keynote which delivered at by the Google CEO, we are talking about this software wave. This is me-centric mass service personalization. Now you really don't care. You had the opportunity to try out and have fun with everything. You had the opportunity to have fun with all those customizations, the UIs, etc., etc. Okay. This is the time which all the developers, software developers, just like you and me, are going to face a hard time. How many of us software developers? Software developers? Okay. Software developers, do you all agree with me or not? What we call the complexity of customers have gone up, really, really up. You really can't understand what customer really wants. How many of you? Okay, that's right. Customers' needs have gone into very large level. With the inclusion of IoT, oh my God, they want mass service personalization as well. You have one service, you want to mash it up and build another service. Say similarly, you have a Google Calendar, you use that calendar to make use of another service. Things like that. So what we are providing you is the ICU mashup engine. So ICU mashup engine basically gives you an opportunity to mash up web-based 3 things, actually three different areas. We let you to mash up IoT, we let you to mash up web-based services, and we let you to mash up telco-based services. Obviously, dialogue no. Dialogue in telco da annathan upset ni. Okay, so we do provide that telco element as well. So what? IoT, web services, and telco services. We do provide that. Let me take you an example. Then hitanna balannawa. Okay, now hitanna balanna menna mehema deyak. Oya yanawa, you have a kude. You have a smart kude. Kudeyak karan yanakota, what if when there's a rain, what if the umbrella can understand there's a rain coming out. Or else, according to where you are, what if we can let know at home whether to turn on your lights or turn off your lights? What if we can do that? There are two different things, communication and IoT. Two different things. We mash them up together. Okay, so we do provide this particular engine. Now, you must be eager. Okay, fantastic, nice stuff. So what else can we do? You can monetize your services. Nangi Malli, මේක හොඳට ඔළුවට ගන්න. Out of Sri Lanka's GDP, which was 82 billion last year, out of that, IT and BPO sector contributed 1 billion out of it. Okay, so you really need to be proud of. Let's give a big round of applause. So you guys were contributing to Sri Lanka of 1 billion rupees. And Slascom has an idea by in coming years, they want to increase it for 5 billion rupees. What can you do and what else can I do to contribute this? Rather than you get the paycheck on a monthly basis, what else can we do? We really need to think how we can monetize these services. We are a telco company. You guys are getting a bill. So what we can do is we can add that to your bill. You create a service and you sell it to Dialog customers. What you do is you create services and you build monetization around it. So that not only you will be benefited, but also the country also will be benefited in overall. Okay, so we give that opportunity to you to monetize your services. Hari දැන් අයියේ ඔක්කොම කතන්දර කිව්වනේ. Hari, okay. I want to try this out. How can I do this? Ladies and gentlemen, let me reveal you these awesome two platforms. These are the URLs that you need to go and try out. ලියාගන්න, පින්තූර ගහගන්න, please. Yes. හරි. හොඳට ගහන්න, පින්තූර දෙක තුන ගහගන්න. This is iotdev.dialog.lk and www.icudu.io. These two services are exclusively available for you to try this out. We are on public beta. You guys can go and try this out and give us your feedback. Okay. I skipped one slide because you might think, okay, these guys are talking about all these platforms and all this cool stuff. But have they done something with this? We have done this. We made our very own device called a weather kit, and we distributed among 100 different parts of the 100 different areas of the country yesterday at Google I/O at the Innovation Exhibition. What we are trying to do is we are trying to gather all those weather data. You might find it's like a small thing for the moment. Yes, we do take at least a baby step to prove that this platform is a truly open IoT platform. We wanted to do that. And already there are couple of weather kits all been deployed by the school students which came for the Innovation Exhibition yesterday, which is really fantastic. So if anyone of you is interested to become a part of the weather kit program, please do let us know. You can meet us, you can write to us. We'll be happy to provide or courier one of the kits to your doorstep so you can try that out as a developer and provide us data. What are we going to do? Are we going to sell it? No. What we are going to do is to try out and give out a service which is IoT mashing up with a telco, mashing up with other services, and we are trying to give you a mashed up, truly innovative, I say you do type service, a mass service personalization experience. Again, we were living 5 million years ago without clothes, filled with hair all over us. දැන් ඉතින් hina වෙන්න එපා, ඉස්සරවම තමයි හිටියේ. Okay. So now we are in an era, we are trying to build something really innovative by mashing up all these areas and to build a new service. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a small country, Dialog comparatively a small company, according to bigger companies. But you guys can support us. You guys can try out our platform and give your feedback. And help us to make a platform which can enable a Sri Lankan to use a service or a sensor in China or maybe in America, or an American to use a Sri Lankan service. You are the guys who can support us. So I would highly encourage all of you to be a part of the beta program and give us your feedback so we will improve and improve constantly. I have the head of my and also the development team as well here, which they took an enormous amount of effort to put down this particular service for you guys. So ladies and gentlemen, Dialog IoT is open for business. Thank you.